to get the cost of living down.
They caused the high prices, and we're bringing them down. It's a simple message.
The president at a rally in Pennsylvania says the country is
right now drilling more oil than we've ever done ever before. Prices are way down. We just had 4 states. It was just reported that 4 states had $1.99 a gallon.
It's not that low in any state, but the average price has fallen to under $3 a gallon for the first time in 4 years, according to AAA, and more people are using that gas.
AAA says more than 122 million Americans will travel at least 50 miles from home this holiday season, about 2% more than last year. Their travel forecast spans the holiday period between December 20th and January 1st. 89% of us are planning road trips.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. President Trump at that Pennsylvania rally says he'll be making a phone call to stop the renewed fighting between Thailand and Cambodia.
Cease hostilities immediately is the directive from Secretary of State Marco Rubio. He's told Thailand and Cambodia to stick to the de-escalatory measures they agreed to in a peace deal brokered by President Trump. Airstrikes and artillery fire have caused at least 10 deaths and forced hundreds of thousands of civilians to flee.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Australia's ban on social media accounts for kids under 16 is in effect. It's up to tech companies to identify and eliminate those accounts, and some kids are finding their way around it.
With time, we'll probably get used to it, but I reckon by the time we're all 16, everyone's going to be back on the app, so I don't think we have that long to go without social media.
The law passed a year ago covers 10 social media platforms. Democrat Eileen Higgins wins the runoff election for mayor of Miami, Florida, against Republican Emilio Gonzalez in a technically nonpartisan race. Miami hasn't had a Democrat as mayor since 1998. America's listening to Fox News.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
More evidence is discussed at a pretrial hearing in New York City for United Healthcare's CEO murder suspect Luigi Mangione. A McDonald's manager called 911 to report him.
For the first time, we are hearing the interaction between Altoona police and Luigi Mangione at that Pennsylvania McDonald's following a 5-day national manhunt. The accused killer apologizes to police for looking suspicious and then hands them a fake ID.
What's your name? Mark. What is it? Mark? Yes, sir. Mark what? Azaria. Sorry, someone called me. I thought you were suspicious.
Mangione's lawyers filing a letter yesterday asking the judge to keep the remaining body cam footage sealed, writing, quote, the media is requesting evidence from a suppression hearing before a jury has been selected. In this scenario, releasing this evidence to the media would create a substantial probability that Mr. Mangione's right to a fair trial would be prejudiced by publicity.
Fox's Todd Pyro. We get an announcement on interest rates today. Another cuts expected. Stock futures are flat ahead of that announcement. A recent grandfather's returning to the National Football League.
Phillip Rivers is dusting off the old helmet. According to multiple reports, the 44-year-old Rivers is coming out of retirement to join the Colts practice squad as Indianapolis deals with a depleted quarterback room. The news comes after head coach Shane Steichen confirmed Monday that quarterback Daniel Jones is out for the rest of the season due to a torn Achilles, and revealed that backup quarterback Riley Leonard is dealing with a knee injury. Rivers, currently a semifinalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, last played in the NFL during the 2020 season, spending the final year of his 17-year career with the Colts. Joe Morgan, Fox News.
Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado's daughter accepted the Nobel Peace Prize on her mother's behalf hours after Nobel officials said Machado would miss the ceremony, but that she's safe and does plan to be in Oslo, Norway at some point where the awards are given out. She's been in hiding and not seen in public since January 9th. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Here's a look at local news.
Urbana City Council naming an interim fire chief. Council voted to appoint Deputy Chief Tal Pendergrass to the role until June 5th of next year. His appointment comes after former Urbana Fire Chief Damon Dade resigned in October. New report shows Illinois narrowing the gender wage gap in the state. University of Illinois Project for Middle Class Renewal report finds women earn about 91 to 93 cents for every dollar earned by men in comparable roles, with the smallest gaps appearing in professional and managerial positions. Gender gaps have narrowed modestly in mid and high wage occupations. City of Champaign is offering free parking at its Hill Street parking deck during the holidays. Initiative began Monday. It'll continue through December 31st. Drivers who stay longer than 2 hours will automatically receive a 2-hour discount on their parking fee. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
All right, good morning, everybody. Good hearing from you. Actually, you're hearing from me. It's technically.
Well, sometimes we hear from people. 359-2255.
Fisher National Bank text line.
Yes.
Always welcome to chime in. That's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
I'm Stevie J on my mom's birthday, so very big day for us. So, yeah, happy. Are you there, sir?
I am here, yes, finally connected. Yes.
My mom's
Dribble's running a little slower this morning for some reason.
We'll get him back
Must be all that wind.
Must be the Flintstones little thing that went around on a wheel.
I used to love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just saying
just
it was
like
it's
accelerating and braking with your feet. Anyway.
Yeah, that's how we used to do it, the Fred Flintstone. My mom's birthday, so we're going to have a little lunch for her today.
Yeah.
So good stuff. We're excited.
Good for her.
Yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. We're off and running here on this December 10. Illinois wins last night in Columbus. The Upper Bowl was kind of empty.
Yeah.
Ohio State's projected to make the NCAA tournament at this moment.
Okay.
But, we went in and fought. I feared a real letdown. The guys did great.
Okay, good.
I mean, we shot the 3 ball at 41%.
Yeah.
11 threes, 20 out of 27, I think it was. And then did well. I mean, it's really, really a good sign when you come off an emotional, very physical Tennessee win to go into Columbus where you're favored to win, and you do. And it's hard.
And play even keeled.
Yeah, played well. No, played very well. Our 2 freshmen. Would you please tell me what I'm seeing with Keaton Wagler and David Merkovich?
Mm-hmm.
They were 7 out of 10 from 3.
Nice.
Those guys were hot.
Yeah.
They were doing great. So we got some Brad Underwood. We got Ed Martin and Brother Johnny coming at the bottom of the hour. Ed's on today. Our friend Ed Martin we've been talking to for about a decade, Greg, and all of a sudden he's now 4 positions in the Donald Trump administration. He's the pardon attorney, so if we do something nefarious, we have a shot to get pardoned. So that's good news.
We can make a phone call.
Good to have
a
guy.
We know a guy.
I got a guy, but no, he's straight down the middle, and
cool.
If it was bad, I wouldn't get anything. So, hey. Now, listen, we're excited to have Ed on. That'll be at the bottom of the hour. Greg Soyer's on now, brought to you by Carl.
Reminding you, it's not too early to plan for the future, especially if you're faced with a medical crisis. Learn more about advanced care planning at carl.org.
All right, love the mild, sir. I think it's getting cold for a day or two coming up.
Yeah, we got some snow in the forecast as well as we begin to transition here into this main piece and body of Arctic air that'll come southward over the course of the weekend. A little bit of a snow melt, some rain on top of that, and hopefully some of that getting percolated and absorbed into these drought-ridden grounds. And as we kind of teeter-totter on the brink, don't think we're going to get to that category, but one of the driest years on record might very well be the way it plays out, according to the Water Survey. Here, if things continue to wind down from a precip standpoint. Don't think it's going to, but in any event, nice wild morning. 37 at Willett and Savoy at the current time, 40 at Danville, and readings are falling back slowly to the west and northwest, and they'll come down slowly as the day wears on. Not slowly, that wind, and the wind advisory till noontime today, gusting 45 to 50 miles per hour out of the west and northwest. So it'll be picking on up here through the morning. Temperatures again slowly falling. We'll get down close to freezing by evening time, and there's still some shower activity of a little rain and wet snow over the northern and western end of the state. Little drizzle overhead, and some of the overnight rains have shifted east and south of the Brickyard. Colder tonight with a leftover snow shower and flurry this evening. We'll bottom out at 21. Tomorrow, much colder. A few flurries in the morning, and then another system on the periphery of this Arctic air building southward, and that's going to generate some snow showers late in the day tomorrow with a high up near 28 as winds come around into the northeast and east, and snow tomorrow night. 2 to maybe as much as 5 inches across the area. Low down to 25, and temperatures holding in the mid to upper 20s for the day on Friday. spotty flurries in the morning. We will not get out of the teens on Saturday. A few snow showers around. We will not get out of the single digits here on Sunday. Probably awaken Sunday, Monday morning, 5, maybe locally 10 below 0 with the fresh snow. Highs up near 10 Sunday, 20 on Monday, and heading towards the 30-degree mark, close to it, at least by the middle part of next week. For CVD Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solke.
Okay, thank you, Greg. I think 2 to 5? What? I thought we had our snow for the year.
But we'll just have to see. Sometimes, it's more to the north and not over Tolono during our holiday happenings on Saturday.
For the Illinois Northwestern football game, pushed to the south, and we got it.
That's right.
That was that 6 to 10 inch snow.
But you just never know. So just keep your plans, and, to me, go for it.
Minus 10? Good for you. You must have an event.
I really want this event to happen.
Oh, yeah. You've got Tolono something.
Yes. The holiday happenings with 12 different stops. There's shopping in the morning, and there's different churches hosting things. And the wreath rally is new as we pass a wreath from East Side to West Side Park at 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
Saturday.
Yes.
I see. Okay. Good luck.
Let's go for it.
Yeah,
come on, citizens of Tolono.
Yeah.
Get out of your houses. Let's be festive.
That's right. Wear the big coat.
Okay.
All right. Illinois wins. Illinois wins.
88 to 80 was the final over the Buckeyes. Looking good in Columbus.
And Brad Underwood after the ball game. Here we go.
That we were able to fend off today. It was. I'm proud of our guys coming off a very emotional game after a very hard week of practice before the Tennessee game and being on the road there. And then having to turn right back around and come to Ohio State, who's 9-1 or whatever they are. But Jake's doing an incredible job. This team's very, very efficient offensively. We had to withstand a really, really good player having a half, and it's amazing. We spent a ton of time talking about Bruce and not letting him get going, and he got going. And there wasn't a whole lot we could do about it. Some of those shots were very deep.
Well, it was Bruce Thornton. He's the guy that has been, I mentioned yesterday, he's been there 17 years. Actually, he's a senior.
He's 22.
Well, he's 4 years, but he's going to be think about Ohio State, they've had some legendary players. John Havlicek was one of the great, anyway, he's going to be the all-time leading scorer when he's done. And he made his first 6 3-pointers. He had 24 points at half.
Man.
He had 34 points in the game.
Okay. Good player.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
But I thought Andrei Stojakovic's job defensively, everybody's going to look at his points. I thought the job defensively he did on him maybe shocked his central nervous system a little bit. He just gave him a different look in the second half. And Kylan Boswell's offensive rebound, we've been harping about him rebounding the ball better because he's so good at it and he's so powerful and athletic. But his offensive rebound late was huge. And, there's probably not enough adjectives to say and talk about how good our freshmen were in their first true Big Ten road game. So both those guys were great. And, we thought we did a nice job being able to attack their coverages, whether they were in ball screens, and they're a big ice team, and Merck gets 3 threes, and then Z came off the bench and hit a couple, and then when they went to switching, it allowed us to drive them and put some foul pressure on them. So good win. It's like stealing gold when you come on the road and in this league and get one, and just proud of our guys. Just kept chopping wood tonight and did a nice job.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you go to these, you watch these games, and you see a team, they're playing a team at home, and Illinois clearly was a better basketball team, but doesn't mean you're going to win.
Right.
It was like 74-70, and yet we felt in control.
That Bruce Thornton with 34 points.
Yeah, that's the kid I was talking about.
Yeah.
He was spectacular. But they got a question here, you'll hear it. They put Andrei Stojakovic on him, and I think Joey asked why, and why did it shock his system? He's 6'7". Kylan Boswell and Bruce Thornton about 6'2".
Okay.
And so 6'7" is a lot longer and harder, and he was all over him full court. I mean, he pressured him, and was able to defend much better, so he only had 10 in the second half. But
okay.
At one point, Bruce Thornton had, Ohio State might have been winning 34-32, and Bruce had 24. It's like, what the heck? Yeah. It's Illinois against
we
Bruce
need to get
Thornton.
all over him.
Well, we did. They made some good adjustments in the second half. So anyway, good one. Rest of sports headlines now.
Well, good to have that first Big Ten win under our belts.
Road win, man.
Yes.
It is like gold. Might be like silver right now.
Big Ten home
Anybody
opener.
checking the price of silver?
Man, it
used to be $5.
Right.
And then it went to 20 for years, and then it hit 30 and back to 18. It's over 60.
I know.
Anybody have any silver?
Yep.
Let's go.
So on Saturday the 13th at 3, we'll host number 23 Nebraska at the State Farm Center. And we've got some tickets in case you want to text in Illini. We're going to find out our winners later today, Stevie.
Okay.
I mean, we always talk about, we'll give these people a little bit of time.
All
to
you got to do is say, hey,
okay.
send me those tickets.
I'll do that.
And I'll be sure to send you those tickets. She looks at, what? We're never doing it. Send me the tickets.
It's you and I both. Yeah, we get so busy.
Online, we just, on the air, we were able to talk completely openly, but then after we're done, I forget and you forget.
That's right. Illinois women are in Columbus to face Missouri in that bragging rights game with a tip-off at 6 o'clock. So go Illini. Did you hear the Chicago White Sox have the first pick with the Winter League Baseball game?
I mean, what does that mean? There's 1,000 baseball players, and they're going to get somebody good, but he's going to be 18, 17 years old, and there's a long way to the big leagues from us, our young man from Muhammad who got $3 million. I think he's in maybe AA now, but it's a process.
Yes, it is.
It's not like the NBA. It's not like football where the rookie quarterback starts.
As you know, with your son-in-law, Jacob Hurtubise.
You go through a long process because they don't want to put you there now, and then you get creamed and you have no confidence, and baseball's a lot about confidence.
Mm-hmm.
So it's exciting, but it's not the same as an NFL or NBA first-rounder. Baseball is just a long... And you have a lot of people to pick from the Dominican Republic, and it's worldwide, man. You had some Japanese players that used to just be Japanese players. Now they're stars.
Yeah, for sure.
See all the Dodgers Shohei Ohtanis that they have. Man, crazy.
You're absolutely right. In basketball,
the White Sox get the first pick.
That's right.
Cool.
Okay. Indiana over Penn State 113-72. Number 2 Michigan beat Villanova 89-61 yesterday. NHL action: Boston's Bruins over the St. Louis Blues 5-2. New York's in Chicago for the Blackhawks at 6:30 tonight. Of course, Illinois and Tennessee, December 30th. Lots of plans being made now for people who want to visit Nashville and see us in a bowl game. When it comes to the Bears, Cleveland is in Soldier Field at noon on Fox, and you can hear the action on Q96.
That's right, Q96, your home for the Chicago Bears. Weather brought to you by Watts Compy Systems. They offer efficient solutions for busy offices. You can call them for a free evaluation. 217-352-0428. What's 2 to 5 inches? What? Tomorrow night, meteorologist Greg Solier with some details.
Okay, everyone, let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Overnight rainfall to the east and south, to the north and west, and spreading our way. Showers of scattered rain and snow. Temperatures expected to head up around 40 here for the next hour or 2 or 3, and then falling back through the 30s. A couple of snow and mixed rain showers this afternoon in spots, but diminishing odds and temperatures, again, that'll be falling by the wayside. That west wind 20 to 35, gusts 40 to 45 miles per hour through early this evening, diminishing on the overnight colder with a snow shower chance this evening 21. Tomorrow flurries early, a snow shower late in 28 with accumulating snow tomorrow night 2 to as much as 5 inches. Highest numbers as you venture just slightly north of Champaign. Temperatures down to about 25. Flurries early in the day on Friday, clouds and highs near 30. Cold wave weather for the weekend as mentioned, some snow showers Saturday. Quiet weather on Sunday. Temperatures stuck in the teens Saturday. Single digit readings on Sunday. We'll be down past 5 below both Sunday and Monday morning. Highs up to 21 on Monday, near 30 next Tuesday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
This is the Our Idea is Ready to Launch vision. This is the Create Great Jobs vision. This is the We Need More Space vision. This is Busey, where your business visions become realizations. Through securing capital for growth and comprehensive strategies that ensure a prosperous future. Because thriving businesses mean thriving people and thriving communities. Busey Bank. Building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
I'm Susan Lee, and this is the Fox Business Report.
The Federal Reserve's meeting wraps up today. A 0.25% cut in short-term rates is expected, though Fed Chair Jerome Powell's comments on the economy and clues about future plans could be even more important than the expected rate cut. Mortgage rates rose slightly last week. The Mortgage Bankers Association's average for a 30-year fixed rate nudged slightly higher to 6.33%. Applications to purchase a home declined slightly, but refinancings rose. China-based gaming and social media giant Tencent Holdings has pulled out of Paramount's hostile bid to buy Warner Brothers Discovery to prevent a possible national security review. Paramount says in a Securities and Exchange Commission filing that Tencent dropped its $1 billion financing commitment. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
You never know who might be taking the quiz.
Hi, I'm Teresa Giudice.
I'm Clay Aiken.
I am Dre DeMatteo.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jill Whelan.
Hey, everybody. It's Billy Baldwin.
It's Patricia Heaton.
Hey, everyone. I'm Nicole Palizzi.
It's Candace Bushnell.
Hey, everyone. It's Henry Golding.
Hey, everybody's Kevin Nealon.
I'm Ted Lange, and it's time to take the quiz.
5 questions in less than 5 minutes every day. Listen and follow at thequiz.fox.
Jay Lehman here, former U of I All-American linebacker. Do you like steak? Do you like red meat? Well, if you do, you got to check out Long Branch Steakhouse. They had phenomenal steaks, sides, salads. I love the onion rings and the fried mushrooms as well as the fried pickles. You've got to check out Long Branch Steakhouse in beautiful downtown Gifford. That's right, make the trip to Gifford for some of the best steaks you'll have. Kids love it too. I brought my whole family. I'll see you at Long Branch Steakhouse in downtown Gifford.
Calling all Honeycrisp apple lovers. Your Honeycrisp are ready at Curtis Orchard. That's right, it's Honeycrisp season, which means you can get them at Curtis Orchard now until we close in late December. Of course, we have all your other favorites too. Donuts, pies and fritters, apples, produce, cider, and gifts. It's all here waiting for you to enjoy during your next trip to Curtis Orchard. Visit us at curtisorchard.com or follow on Facebook to find out what else is in season right now.
In a good action movie, the impossible is overcome before the happy ending. The action that started in The Christmas Story continues today. All year long, church people work through Empty Tomb to help local neighbors face situations that can seem impossible. Clothes for a job interview, a bed for a child, food to eat when work hours are cut, 1 month's rent before the first paycheck, a tank of gas to look for work, a medical need not covered by insurance. Empty Tomb connects church people with local neighbors in need. And through the research and mission match, Empty Tomb also helps church people nationally recognize their potential to help others in Jesus' name. I encourage you to include Empty Tomb in your year-end giving. You can make your check out to Empty Tomb Inc. or give online at emptytomb.org. Your gifts in December will continue the action that began with The Christmas Story and continues throughout the new year. And Merry Christmas. That's a real Jesus couple there.
That's right.
John and Sylvia Ronsville.
Yes.
In the early 70s. It's over 50 years.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
The Empty Tomb, and is a place where if you're, sorting out things and things are gently used, you could give, and they're taking care of 100 families coming up on Friday.
It's awesome.
This is the time of the year when charities are really outpouring of love and giving to others in need. It happened yesterday in the Tolono Fire Department for some of our area schools that have families that are struggling, and so great to contribute to our hero tree. Of course, I was a half hour late after the deadline and had to personally text people and get my present to the person because my meeting ran over, And I'm like, I hate people like me who don't meet the deadline. Just bring the present.
Yeah. If we get busy.
Anyway.
All right, so the basketball game was good. Illinois wins 88-80 over Ohio State in Columbus. Always fantastic to win on the road. It's hard. Yes. Nebraska's ranked. They're coming in at 11-0. I tell you, the monster, it looks like, is Michigan. I mean, Michigan, yikes.
Yeah.
They're winning by 40 every game.
89-61 yesterday over Villanova.
It never was close, 53-21. I mean, it's like, wow. Merez Johnson, our former player, is starting, had 9 rebounds last night.
I see.
Yeah, Merez. Nice young man.
Whatever.
Yeah, so Michigan, I don't know how many they're going to lose. They're not going to lose much. They go to Purdue, they go to Michigan State, and they come to Illinois. I mean, I don't see anywhere on that schedule they're going to lose a basketball game. They're just a little bit better than everybody else. So they're ranked number 2. When Arizona loses, Michigan will be ranked number 1. So we got to just prepare.
Yeah, it's talking here about the drubbing of Rutgers on Saturday.
Beat them by 40. No, listen, it's this is yeah. So I just wanted to brief you because of the not Trump derangement, but we have Michigan derangement a little bit here. So just to brace you that they're gonna be totally a chance at the national championship. 7:26. Okay, so Ed Martin, Brother Johnny, coming up in a moment. What about this Keaton Wagler? And Brad was, even keeled. I mean, the last thing you want to do in an 18-year-old is to say, you're unbelievable.
Right.
You're going to be
right.
the 5th pick in the NBA draft. I mean, this kid had 2 offers. Minnesota, who's not a traditionally great basketball team, and Illinois. What did Brad Underwood see in this Keaton Wagler? And he's starting for the 13th ranked team in America, and he's actually our star. The guy's scoring over 20 a game or something lately. So here's this.
I've asked you pretty much every which way about Keaton, but how do you put in perspective what this start of his career has been for him?
And this is where I think Brad was beautiful because, oh, man, he's the best player. He was down to earth and low key and just exactly how you treat a freshman.
Good. Just good. I'm not going to put an expectation on him. I'm not going to put a ceiling on him. He's not afraid of the moment. He's a really, really good basketball player, and when you get really good basketball players, you enjoy him. He's very coachable. He wants to continue to learn and be educated and grow. And I think it speaks volumes. I didn't take him out in the second half of his stamina and his strength, but pretty terrific.
How'd they miss him in Kansas? He's from Kansas. It was anyway. Good evaluation by Brad Underwood and his staff.
Just looks so young.
He looks
number
like
23, like Michael Jordan.
I think he's a long way from shaving. I mean, he looks like he's 14. He's 6'6", and he's doing stuff around the basket. You're going, and he's making 3 balls.
Right.
He was like David was 4 out of 5. I think Keaton was 3 out of 4 from 3.
David got 22 points and 11 in the first 8 minutes, so really got out of the gate quickly.
No, he hit 3 balls in a row. 3 balls. 3 in a row.
Nice.
Oh, huge. And but this our freshman, because David is he's projected a first rounder.
And Stojakovic did great.
Andre had, again, if you keep him in the game and keep flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Pages, his dad, Pages.
Right.
They were talking about him last night. I think he was at the game. They were talking about him as the guy had played with him when they won the title in the NBA. Greatest shooter I've ever seen, he said.
Okay.
I think he saw him make 97 out of 100 3-pointers in practice. 97 out of 100 3-pointers. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do not challenge him to pig. It would be bad. The news, and then Brother Johnny and Ed Martin. I got a great Ed Orgeron, the former coach of a lot of teams. Tigers, go Tigers.
Yeah,
he used to be with the LSU.
Whatever happened to that guy?
You're going to like this clip. Stand by.
Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home basketball game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to State Farm Center. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting.
Christmas in Tolono will be Saturday, December 13th between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. with horse-drawn carriage rides in the evening as well as the tree lighting ceremony, cookies, and carols. The Tolono Fun Day Committee has 2 locations for local vendors with unique gifts for sale in the downtown area from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. Stevie J Broadcasting supports this event, Christmas in Tolono, this Saturday. A great option for the whole family between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. For details, do an online search for Tolono Fun Days.
The holidays come and go, but Cardinals baseball lasts all season long. This year, give the gift of all-inclusive tickets, featuring a full buffet, complimentary bar, and unbeatable views at Busch Stadium. Enjoy great food, good times, and every moment of the action. Choose your experience in the Budweiser 703 Club, UMB Champions Club, Coca-Cola Scoreboard Patio, and more. Make your holidays brighter with all-inclusive tickets, on sale now at cardinals.com/tickets.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. Making America affordable again, the major message from President Trump last night during his address to supporters in Pennsylvania while bashing Democrats.
Democrats talking about affordability is like Bonnie and Clyde preaching about public safety.
The president discussed energy prices.
Right now, drilling more oil than we've ever done ever before. Prices are way down.
Price of gas, a gallon of regular lands at $2.94. That from AAA, down 5 cents from a week ago. And Democrat leader Chuck Schumer and 4 other colleagues from the Senate will meet with Americans who rely on Obamacare tax credits to pay for health care. If lawmakers don't find a solution, premiums will skyrocket pricing out millions. And not much movement in the pre-market as the Federal Reserve will deliver its decision on interest rates. That's coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Mattoon pastor accused of sharing child porn. Douglas Overmeyer charged with possession and denied pretrial release. He had been serving as a supply pastor for the Great Lakes Annual Conference and was appointed to Zion Hill Church in Mattoon. He has since been suspended. Champaign County City Council unanimously rejecting an ordinance that would ban camping on city property at a meeting this week. The vote followed nearly 3 hours of public comment, during which over 3 dozen community members expressed their opposition to the proposal. Violators would be given a 7-day notice to clear their setups. City of Champaign is offering free parking in its Hill Street parking deck. That'll take place during the holidays. The initiative began Monday and will continue through December 31st. Now, drivers who stay longer than 2 hours will automatically receive a 2-hour discount on their parking fee. And that's a look at what's happening here on your Wednesday. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
All right, with some weather coming our way, meteorologist Greg Solier, brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
And on Friday the 12th, the winter solstice celebration will take place from 4 to 7 in the evening at the Anita Purvis Nature Center, Busey Woods, a big old bonfire. That's on the 12th. Learn more at urbanaparks.org.
Okay, everyone, let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity. Overnight rainfall to the east and south, to the north and west, and spreading our way. Showers of scattered rain and snow. Temperatures expected to head up around 40 here for the next hour or 2 or 3, and then falling back through the 30s. A couple of snow and mixed rain showers this afternoon in spots, but diminishing odds and temperatures, again, that'll be falling by the wayside. That west wind, 20 to 35, gust 40 to 45 miles per hour through early this evening, diminishing on the overnight colder with a snow shower chance this evening, 21. Tomorrow, flurries early, a snow shower late in 28 with accumulating snow tomorrow night 2 to as much as 5 inches. Highest numbers as you venture just slightly north of Champaign. Temperatures down to about 25. Flurries early in the day on Friday. Clouds and highs near 30. Cold wave weather for the weekend as mentioned. Some snow showers Saturday. Quiet weather on Sunday. Temperatures stuck in the teens Saturday. Single digit readings on Sunday. We'll be down past 5 below both Sunday and Monday morning. Highs up to 21 on Monday. Near 30 next Tuesday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Cue the band. A longtime friend, Ed Martin, now in a very busy position in Washington, D.C., is Donald Trump's pardon attorney, among other jobs. It's Ed Martin. Ed, how are you?
Hey, good to be with you, Stevie J. Always good to talk to your listeners, and it's interesting time. But it's cold out here in the swamp. The swamp is frozen right now. It is really cold. It's winter suddenly. So that's no fun, but otherwise everything's good.
We have some things coming your way. It's going to be 2 to 5 for us tomorrow night, and then -8 on Sunday morning. So here we go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and that's Missouri. That's your home state too, man. All right, we check with Brother Johnny at Bible study where all humans should be 24/7. Johnny.
Hi, good morning, Ed. I feel a little guilty listening to you guys. It'll be
close to 70 today. Nice and sunny. But
yeah. He feels bad for us, Ed. He feels bad.
I bet you feel bad. We're good.
Hey,
we're good.
It's Ed. It's my mom and Johnny and I's mom's 29th birthday today, so we're excited about this big day.
There you go. Wow.
Yeah.
How about that? That's something, huh?
Yeah.
Well, oh, that's nice. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
It's like the 68th to 67th 29th birthday.
Yeah,
but.
something like that. Anniversary. I think so. Listen,
Wow.
Okay, so I wanted to begin with I think that's what I'm going to do. We have some people that don't care for me because, I'm more positive about my president. I think he's done a great job. And so I've got this clip here. This is now years and years ago about some soldiers, a story nobody knows.
The unit I was attached to, we were the forward element. It was the 100-hour war, so the first 2 days we saw a lot of action. When the war was over and they flew us back to North Carolina, Camp Lejeune, because we were reservists that were activated to active duty, and we were supposed to get on a plane to go home and see our families. Somebody had messed something up to where the plane didn't arrive. There was 295 of us. Nobody was telling us anything, and we had no way of contacting, there was no cell phones. Everybody was at the airport, so there was no way of contacting them to let them know that we weren't coming. And then they broke the news to us that we were going to have to go back to the barracks, and they didn't know when we would be able to fly home because no plane showed up for us. And then all of a sudden, the major, he comes out and he goes, we might have a chance to go home, boys. There's a billionaire that he heard that we were stranded, and he sent his plane. It's not big enough to hold all of us, but what they're going to do is they're going to fly half of us down to Miami. It's going to fuel up, come back, and pick up the other half. So then the plane pulled up, and there was a name on the side of the plane. And so who was this billionaire? Donald J. Trump.
I'd say that probably the critics then, Ed, would say, well, he didn't even have snacks on the plane, man.
Yeah, exactly.
What the heck?
Yeah, well, there's no shortage. There's no shortage of stories. Stories like that. I think, and it's interesting over time to have so many people tell them, and history will probably know. But what's crazier is to think about how they make him seem. So they just hate. I guess they hate his policy so much. They make him. They try to make him into a really rotten person. Like if you saw him last night in Pennsylvania, I only saw the last half an hour. He's really funny. He's naturally funny. Mm-hmm. He's naturally joyful. I did see him interviewed at one point because I've been interested. I've been listening for this. They asked him about Norman Vincent Peale, who was his pastor, who's the famous author, now long deceased, of The Power of Positive Thinking. And he said something like, it just is easier. I've always thought it was easier to be positive and be positive about what's going to happen, no matter what's happening, right now or right in the past. And he does have this sort of joy to him, but they want to make him into a rotten guy. They want to make him into a mean guy. And it's really, and also I said to somebody yesterday, he's actually not that conservative. Like I'm really conservative. And he's actually, kind of a middle of the road on a lot of issues. And so you'd think they'd be happy because they didn't get, Ted Cruz or some hard right winger, Ed Martin. They got the moderate guy, and but they just make him they try to make him into a mean guy, and he's just not a mean person.
Well, Eddie, I think that there's actually a goal to tear down this Democratic Republic and take over, and he is trying to support it and build it up, make it stronger. And it's just exactly the opposite of where they want to go. They don't want to help anyone. The people who are paying for this and pushing it do seem to want a different kind of America, and it's not the one that we want. And I like the freedoms we have. But as far as his speech, Ed, I tell you what, I watched the rerun and I couldn't go to bed. It's like Winston Churchill, Ronald Reagan, and Don Rickles all rolled into one big beautiful bill.
That's right. That is exactly right. That's a perfect. It's Churchill, Reagan, and Rickles all in one. It's unbelievable. And if your listeners don't know who any of those three are, Stevie J, we got to send them to what is it, Grokpedia or whatever, to look it up, because that is perfect. He was having so much fun. He was making fun of himself. He was making fun of other people. He he did that thing where he called up the woman. He's like, Donna, come up here. And he's like, will you look at her? He said, look at her. He said, they tell you in politics you're not supposed to say how they look, but I don't care. What do I care? I'm not. And he's like, look at her. And she came up, and I was expecting to see I don't know, Miss America or someone like a Melania. And the woman was nice, but it's classic Trump. He's like just, he's like an old man, oh, look at this shit, wow, wowza. And you're like, wait, that woman looks okay. And then that woman came up and said, my sister likes you. And he's like, oh, where's your sister? It's like, honestly, it's like, it's like a comedy routine.
No, it is.
Or else, and he says, this is my chief of staff, Susie. Oh, we're not supposed to say chief because the Indians don't like it. No, they're okay.
Exactly.
They're okay now.
Exactly.
They're okay.
Yeah,
In fact, they
exactly.
never didn't like it. They never didn't like it.
Exactly.
Hey, well, Ed, why don't you just share with us, because you have had obviously a lot of time with the president. What is he like behind closed doors in a meeting?
Well, the thing is, it's not gonna surprise. Now, I know this. I'm not saying this to be silly or even anything. But Johnny has Stevie J, more than you and me. Johnny has had success. Met these really successful businessmen and women, right? Like the multi-billionaires, his friends and all, and himself, like that level. And you meet these people, and you think, oh, watch this guy or gal is going to be something. One common trait is at the level of real success, that most of them are really good listeners because they're trying to figure out what's going on to make things happen. So in a setting with the guy, he's if you step out of the room after you're done, you're like, wow, how did he do that? Like, he dominates the room. Now, that's not that uncommon. When you get like a governor or a mayor or a president, the main person gets the attention, but that doesn't mean they always get it done. And he gets stuff done, and he's really good at listening. He's not the talker. In a setting where you're talking about what's going on, he's the listener, and he asks questions, and then he decides. But it's really an extraordinary thing. And then he's really, really good at knowing how to talk to people and engage people. Like one time we went with my family, and he honed in on my daughter, my youngest daughter, was kind of the shyest. She's not really the shyest, but by talking to her in a way that gave her center stage, everybody was easy with that. Whereas if it was like one of the other kids, it would have been like the boys would have been competitive. Like they would have, almost feeling like one slighted or not. He's really good at that. He's really good at understanding how people interact, and he listens amazingly. And he is funny as hell. I mean, the only thing that's different in private is he is more of a New Yorker in private, in the sense that he does like to swear. He does a little swearing in the things. He does like to swear, and I've seen him unload on people, and it's blue, as they say in the old days. It's not G. It's not PG-13 even. So that part of it is funny. But it's a New Yorker. It's like I used to have a friend who's an Irish priest, and the Irish people just say the F word like they say hello. And he was a priest, and he used to say the F word. And I'm like, how does this work? He's like, for us, for the Irish, we just use that word as a general descriptor. So the president does a little of that, but he's a really good listener.
Well, I can tell you the successful people I know do listen, but they're really taking your measure and sizing you up, which it tells them what's the motive and how am I going to get anywhere with this guy, and what's the best approach given what I know about him now, and so or her. So yeah, you're right, Ed, and you have to listen to that and pay attention. The ones that just blast away, they get blindsided sooner or later because they're not paying attention.
Well, there's a guy on Salem Radio. His name is Carl Jackson, and this is not very long, but it's about what this president is that really triggers the Trump derangement people. But here this is. Listen to this.
This presidency is insane. This guy has done more in 9 months than most presidents accomplished in 2 terms already. In 9 months. Here's what Trump understands. Here's what Governor DeSantis understands. But let me focus on Trump. Even if you disagree with some of his policies, and I don't like all of his policies, but as a president, I think he's going to go down as one of the greatest presidents ever. Because here's what Trump understands. More than policy, More than party. Politics is about political will. It's about backbone. It's about spine. It's not just about talking about, hey, talking about your policies and not backing them up. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think this would ever have happened were Trump not president?
No. It would never. They would have caved. Republicans would have caved, Johnny. I mean, but is this true? Are we in a? This is going to trigger people now. This will trigger people. But I think he is possibly one of the greatest ones we've ever had.
Well, he does get things done, and I was watching him, Ed, last night too, and I was just thinking, there's just nobody. Enjoy this. There's no one going to be quite like this. There's nobody that is at that level of our leadership that can kind of just suddenly be one with the waitress and ask her to say something to speak about her no tax on tip, and it's just rare. And I enjoy it, and I think it's good for the morale of the country. And what the things he's doing is the morale of the country. And Ed, what about the people who the Democrats literally stand there and say, it's been almost a year and things are still in bad shape, that they've made such a mess of it, and now they want to fix the health care they wrecked 15 years ago. Oh, we can't pay for it. Wait, we're supposed to make money on that, Stevie. Mm-hmm. And so the attacks are clearly just resistance. It's just a resistance. And it's too bad. Boy, if we just had people watching and mumbling, that we'd be soaring. But they're doing everything they can to stop us, Ed, and it's frustrating to watch it because so much more could get done.
Yeah, here's the thing that I would say. The danger that we're in is I got two concerns. One is the media and the powers that be are so interested in telling a third of the country things are terrible, and it does work, right? Look, I mean, inflation for 4 years and whatever number, like let's say however 5 years, whatever. Food prices are too high. Everybody feels that. Like my wife brings it up every time she comes home. Everybody feels that. On the other hand, gas out here, guys, was $2.79 a gallon. Like, I mean, so it's things are changing, but the media wants to say it's terrible, terrible, and then they seize on things. For example, the video images of the boats getting blown up off of Venezuela that make it look like it's like the skipper and Gilligan are out for a cruise, and we just blow them out of the water. And I can tell you that messaging works. I've heard it from my 15-year-old daughter. I've heard it from my 79-year-old mother. They're like, that seems mean. And so the media is saying, be mean. Well, look, guys, if you want to cover war, it's gonna look mean. And my point is only that a third of the country is continually being brainwashed by the media who wants to divide us and doesn't mind that it's really nasty, and it doesn't mind that our kids are being hurt. And by the way, that can happen on either side, on any side, right? You can be brainwashed on any side. The second thing, which is a real worry, is we used to have mediating institutions that would make you sort of slow down. Church, family, trust in institutions like the newspaper, and trust in the Chamber of Commerce and your alma mater, the university. These mediate, and the number one mediating institution was the rule of law, where you could trust that system wouldn't get off balance too bad, and that is off balance. And so the court system and the judges and the lawyers taking advantage of the system. If you don't have these mediating institutions, you start to feel like you're just adrift. And people feel that way, and you are adrift. And that's a real worry. Guys, what I saw with the January 6th, we're coming up on 5-year anniversary, what I saw about the legal system, and I've seen while I've been at DOJ investigating it is so off balance. Forget about the nastiness of certain actors. All around them were other people who just tolerated it. Like they tolerated the off-balance behavior in a way that you're like, wait, why didn't you object? It's like the age-old thing, why didn't the people, the German citizens, stop their fellow, Nazis or whatever? I know, but it's in America, the mediating institutions slowed us down, and it feels like that's off balance, and that part of it is really, really worrying.
And Ed, you look at the drug boat thing. What they don't show is the funerals of the 18, 19, 20-year-olds who were poisoned.
Exactly.
And their parents.
Exactly.
And their brothers and sisters. By the thousands, not just one boat with 3 or 4, by the thousands of Americans. Not that they're druggies, Stevie. They were maybe doing something they shouldn't have done, but if you can lace a legal marijuana joint with fentanyl and you'll die. And this is what he's trying to stop, because we haven't been able to do it any other way. Donald Trump and Joe Biden were correct. You have to go down there. That's what Joe was saying 30 years ago. I don't know if you saw that clip, Ed. He was saying, we have to do just what Trump's doing.
Yeah.
And that's, I think it's mean to poison our kids. So what are you going to do? And they just show one side of it as if, wow, that's extreme. Yeah. What are you talking about? They're killing the kids. And so I think that shows kind of their true colors, Ed, the media, which is nothing but an agenda that they want to push down our throats. And it is disturbing, I'll tell you. You're right about that.
Well, before I let you go, I wanted to play Ed Orgeron. Remember Ed Orgeron? He was coach at USC, LSU. Go Tigers. That kind of voice. So finally he's on a podcast, and the guy says, we know you were paying players, Ed. The whole SEC was... And listen to this reaction. It's quite humorous.
We all know that SEC was NIL before NIL.
Hey... I love that laugh. Look at it.
We're way past it. Can we now just admit it?
It's all good. Hey, you know what? I say, hey, Coach, you've been out of coaching for a while, and how are you going to adjust that NIL? I said, well, it's a minor adjustment. And they said, what do you mean? I said, back then, we used to walk through the back door of the cash. Now we just got to walk through the front door of the cash.
That's about right.
Well, there it is, admission. There it is. Wow.
What was hard, Steve, was the squeaky clean Illinois just got smoked because we're trying to do it right.
Yeah.
But by the way, if I can take everything to politics for 1 second, just think about it this way. It turns out that everything in life that has lots of money and lots of power related to it is corrupt in some way. Whether it's, it turns out like the universities are corrupt, the nonprofits are corrupt, the wars are corrupt, NCAA. But somehow the one thing that's not corrupt is our elections. They just say the only thing. They're never.
Right.
Nobody's paying for votes. No. They would never do that. They never do that. No. Nobody's stealing votes. Nobody's. The one place.
Ed, the one thing that can create the most power and the most money in human history, our election is fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to mess with that.
Totally fine. Not a single thing. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. It's like, it's just unbelievable. You fools. It's an even question.
Lastly, Jasmine Crockett running for Senate in Texas. What kind of... Now, she's going to get a lot of money from it, Johnny. I know that, but because you have a...
No, it's a brilliant move. Where else is a girl like her going to make $30 million in less than a year? So she's just... She's cashing in. She'll do okay. She's got a personality, and
from St. Louis, Ed.
Crazy thing.
From St. Louis.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
No, that's what I was going to say. In a world where, I was going to say the same thing Johnny's saying, is that in a world where personality sells, she's going to become a household name, and she. I don't agree with her on anything, but policy wise, but she's pretty darn good at being heard. She's a backbencher, a U.S. Congress, and she's on TV all the time, but she's doing something right.
Yeah, that's right. It's amazing.
Well, and she just, like you say, she has a little charisma. I don't think the Texans will fall for it, but she'll get a lot of money. She'll get a lot of money, and then if she just places her ad, she can take 15% of it legally, all completely legal, just like Bernie. So they'll have all the money.
Well, Ed, it's always a pleasure to pick your brain, and thank you for serving your nation. And I hope it's going as well as we pray it is. It's a not easy job what you do, but thank you for doing it.
Well, no, thanks, guys. Always good to talk to you, and I'm sure we'll talk before Christmas, but. Happy Christmas to everybody as we're getting ready, and lots to pray for and be grateful for. So We'll look forward to talking again soon.
Thank you, Johnny. Go back and
All
pray
right,
for
take
America.
care.
Pray for us.
All right,
Thank you.
will.
Brother Johnny and Ed Martin. Ed's out in Washington. Brother Johnny in Louisiana, where it's going to be 70. Not going to be 70 here. Weather brought to you this morning by Busey for over 157 years, member FDIC, and by Kurt Lenschow, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Overnight rainfall shifting to the east and south. Wind-blown scattered showers of snow and rain mixed this morning and back in a lesser degree this afternoon. No accumulation. Nice mild start to the day, but temperatures falling through the 30s as the day wears on. Those west winds pick up 20 to 30, gusts 35 to 40 miles per hour. Colder tonight, maybe a snow shower in spots this evening. Diminishing wind on the overnight down to 21. Tomorrow, a few snow flurries early on. A snow shower or two in spots late in the day, the high near 28. Separate weather system brings some accumulating snow tomorrow night at 2 to as much as 5 inches, low down to 25. Flurries early in the day on Friday. Clouds stick around with a high near 30. Sharply colder weather for the weekend. Some snow showers on Saturday. Temperatures in the teens. Highs on Sunday, not much at 10 above. 21 on Monday will be down to around 5 to 7 below both Sunday and Monday morning. High temperatures back up into the lower 30s next Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
And it's our friend Steve Suderman. He's over at Good Vibes. They've been excellent in this market forever, over 50 years. Steve has yet to miss one day of work. He's been amazing. How are you, my friend?
I'm going to ask Mr. Solya to please reconsider that forecast.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Oh,
2 to
gosh.
5 inches tomorrow night and -8 Sunday morning. Steve Suderman's where you get your big screen, your home theater. It's all there at Good Vibes Round Barn in Champaign. What you got today, my friend?
Two things. We have an Epson projector on loan. The customer wanted to see it before we considered using it. It's got 3,300 lumens. It looks great, even with the lights on. Anybody thinking about a theater should run down here while we have this. I'm going to buy one for display because it's just it's so good I can't believe it. But I want to pivot to TVs. Rich Warren writes a column for the local paper, the Electronic Cottage, it's called, and well, he bought a new TV. He bought it here. And I want to just read this. I can't believe I'm watching TV. The realistic picture completely engrosses me in the content, the cinematography, the range of colors, the depth of colors, and he goes on like that. And then he says, I let Jason from Good Vibes walk me through the fine-tuning when you pay Good Vibes for delivery. Jason, probably the best installer in town, not only physically unboxes, positions, and connects the set, but goes through every setting with you. This was used with permission, so.
Wow,
but,
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's in print.
That's awesome.
They wouldn't let me put it on my Facebook page, but.
Well, it's just testimony to what you got. You got people that know how to install and hide the wires and teach you. The question I would have is, after Jason went through it all and I forgot it by the next day, what would I do? So there's that.
You can call us and we're pretty good for over the phone.
Exactly.
He got the TVs that Johnny didn't get. Those are the two best TVs on planet Earth right now.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think Jenny knows how good that other one is.
No, it's amazing, the picture and the quality and stuff. But Good Vibes is old school with the great service. Something's wrong, you call them. How many times have I called you about an issue and you just say, is it plugged in? And then there's a long silence after that.
Mm-hmm. Or the on-off
There have been some text messages late in the day sometimes, but yes.
Yes, I appreciate all that. That's the service you get at Good Vibes. How do people connect with you, my friend?
Easily on the web at gvibes.com. There's a button that says Shop Now that takes you to the holiday specials. You can call us 3510909. Visit us at 2010 Round Barn next to the driver's license.
Yep,
facility.
support local too, man. Go to Good Vibes. It's about the same as any box store except you get Jason, okay?
That's right.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk soon. Thanks you, Steve Suderman.
Take care, Steve.
Thanks, guys.
All right, the news is coming up next. Karen Pickard has been a long time, unbelievable volunteer for
Daily Bread Soup Kitchen.
And it's amazing. Talk about Jesus. That's Jesus right
First
there.
in university,
And
serving
talking
so many
about
people.
helping people when they need a helping hand. And we love Karen because she was my wife's 8th grade teacher.
Right.
So that'll be
At
coming
St.
up.
Matthews
Yeah, it's
for
unbelievable.
years.
Yeah. One of the best teachers ever. And frankly, she looks the same. We'll put the camera on her so you can see. She looks the same. How does that happen? I don't understand.
She's smiling.
I look in the
rolling her
mirror. I don't
eyes.
look the same. What's going on? News is next.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign, Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
The Affordability Tour. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Lower prices, bigger paychecks. You're getting lower prices, bigger paychecks.
President Trump holds a rally in Pennsylvania, again mocking Democrats trying to throw the word affordability in his face.
The president says the economy is starting to make a turnaround, and it's the Democrats' fault for it being like this in the first place. Trump telling the crowd it's his tariff strategy that's bringing in so much money and helping boost the economy. He also highlighted his efforts to bring energy prices down by creating the, quote, greatest amount of drilling, the greatest amount of fuel being produced right now in our country, end quote. Trump says when energy prices come down, other prices will follow.
Fox's Jeff Paul. The British Prime Minister Keir Starmer tells Parliament he rejects President Trump's criticism of European leaders as weak and says Europe is strong and united behind Ukraine as tension rises between President Trump and Ukraine's President Zelensky for not accepting terms for peace with Russia.
Trump now urging President Zelensky to move faster in making a deal. He also wants Zelensky to hold new presidential elections, something that has not happened since this war began because the country remains under martial law.
Yeah, I think it's time. I think it's an important time to hold an election. You know, they're using war not to hold an election.
Ukraine's president says he'll take steps to schedule elections if and when Western countries, specifically the U.S., gets more serious about offering security guarantees for his country.
Fox's Mark Meredith. We get an announcement on interest rates at 2 p.m. Eastern.
It's widely expected that the central bank will be cutting its benchmark funds rate by a quarter point to a range of 3.5% to 3.75%, marking the third consecutive rate reduction this year and the sixth since September of 2024, when the Fed cut rates with a jumbo half-a-point move.
Fox's Hillary Barsky there. Votes are planned tomorrow on a Senate Democrat plan to extend Affordable Care Act subsidies and a Republican plan to let them expire at the end of the month and give money directly to people for health savings accounts instead. America's listening to Fox News.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Ultra, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Ultra helps Mike fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs so he can wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday. Let's do this Monday. ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Canada's ambassador to the U.S., who's also been leading trade negotiations, is stepping down.
Ambassador Kirsten Hillman says it's time for new blood to oversee talks about the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement. The pact is up for review next year. Hillman has been Canada's ambassador to the United States since 2017.
Fox's Gary Baumgarten. Federal prosecutors say they will not seek the death penalty against a Massachusetts police officer charged in the deaths of a woman and her unborn child.
A notice filed in federal court in Boston shows that Attorney General Pam Bondi directed prosecutors to take the death penalty off the table in the case of former Stoughton, Massachusetts police officer Matthew Farwell. Farwell is accused of killing 23-year-old Sandra Birchmore and her unborn child in 2021. Prosecutors say he murdered Birchmore after she told him he was the father of that child. He was also a married father of 3 at the time. Investigators say Farwell was one of 3 officers who had an inappropriate relationship with Birchmore when she was a young teen in the police department's Explorers program. Farwell is accused of staging Birchmore's hanging, which was originally ruled a suicide. Trial is set for October 2026. Tanya J. Powers, Rogers, Fox News.
There is international support for striking Starbucks staff in the U.S.
Starbucks workers in 10 different countries, from Scotland to Australia, are protesting in support of their American colleagues. Brazil, Italy and Canada among those hosting coordinated demonstrations. 3,000 U.S. baristas are on strike demanding better pay and staffing. The coffee giant is battling hundreds of claims of unfair labour practice. Starbucks insists its pay and benefits are industry leading. Although several hundred staff and supporters say they'll take part, these global rallies aren't expected to hit the firm financially. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
The best-selling British author Sophie Kinsella died. She was 55 and had brain cancer. She's best known for her Shopaholic series. I'm Chris Foster. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. City of Champaign is offering free parking at its Hill Street parking deck during the holidays. Initiative began Monday. It'll continue through December 31st. Drivers who stay longer than 2 hours will automatically receive a 2-hour discount on their parking fee. Urbana City Council naming an interim fire chief. Council voted to appoint Deputy Chief Tal Pendergrass to the role until June 5th of next year. His appointment comes after former Urbana Fire Chief Damon Day resigned in October. New report shows Illinois narrowing the gender wage gap in the state. University of Illinois Project for Middle Class Renewal report finds women earn about 91 to 93 cents for every dollar earned by men in comparable roles, with the smallest gaps appearing in professional and managerial positions. Gender gaps have narrowed modestly in mid and high wage occupations. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
Yep, Illinois won last night 88-80, so we are 1-0 in the Big Ten, and that's a good start. You win on the road. It says, Brad said last night in the postgame, it's gold when you win anything on the road. Nebraska comes to town 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, State Farm Center. Nebraska's ranked and they're undefeated. So, well, they didn't play anybody. Well, we'll see. But we will have a home game with, I'm sure, a sellout as the Fighting Illini come back home. So that's all good. Greg Solier is our meteorologist extraordinaire, the learned one. I have taken kind of a straw poll here. We vote against the snow.
Yeah.
So if you can fix that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of surprising.
Well, we're 2 to 5 inches. Yeah, we've decided. Steve Schuderman over Good Vibes. Yeah. We're not interested. So if you could cancel that particular forecast, that would help.
Well, I can't. Sorry.
Well,
trust me. I'm sick of it as well.
I know. The Stevie J Broadcasting Christmas party is Sunday afternoon in Gifford. It's going to be like -5 or something.
We'll awaken with give or take either side of the 5 degree below, -5 sign thing, 0, all that. Yeah.
But mine breaks 0 by 1 o'clock when we're eating a steak dinner at Long Branch Steakhouse in Gifford. That could be
there. You go. And that would that will improve the meteorological appetite, I'm sure, to be dining and enjoying that.
There you go.
This garbage.
All right, sir. What do you think for the rest of our week, sir?
Well, we've got temperatures in the mid-30s, 36 at Willard and Savoy. The west wind huffing along at 17. It'll be doubling in speed as we move on through the day today, with gusts maybe 45, maybe 50 miles per hour. Hence the wind advisory in effect, at least until noontime. Wouldn't be surprised that might get extended just a little bit. And we're outside of the mist and drizzle, back into some radar detectable rains from just west of Champaign County out to about Peoria. Then it begins to mix with a little bit of wet snow. So don't be alarmed if you happen to see that. No accumulation expected with now these kind of milder, wetter grounds as the snow melt continues on. But temperatures are expected to slide. We'll be down around freezing here during the late afternoon and early this evening with a leftover snow shower. And again, these showers of rain and snow, no accumulation. We'll bottom out tonight at 21, so some of that meltwater will certainly freely freeze and firm up and slush up pretty good and tight. Flurries tomorrow morning, and then some snow showers late in the day, and another disturbance with slightly deeper, colder. Now we've got snow in the forecast as the Arctic air barrels on southward and a snappy upper system. Probably 2 to 4 on the lower side. Some outlier fluffed up 5-inch accumulations tomorrow night, and a low down to around 25. A few flurries early on Friday. Clouds stick around the high temperature, maybe 25 to 30 degrees and dropping. Cold, to say the least, for the weekend. A few morning snow showers around on Saturday. They could extend into the early afternoon with the temperature now stuck in the teens. 0 to maybe 5 or even 10 below, depending on clear sky, light wind, and snow cover across the area. Sunday, Monday morning. Highs barely to 10 Sunday. 20 20 or so on Monday. Back into the 25 to 30 degree range Tuesday, and maybe approaching freezing around here Wednesday or Thursday of next week. For CVD Broadcasting, I'm Just Greg Solier.
It doesn't show signs of stopping.
Wednesday, December 10. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
And there on our camera on YouTube Live and X is Karen Pickard, Daily Bread Soup Kitchen, here to tell us about those wonderful backpacks full of things people need. Tell me about when this started and what you're looking for.
Okay, we're filling knapsacks. We're looking for things that people need in the dead of winter. So warm hats, warm gloves, warm scarves, everything brand new. It sounds a little gauche, Stevie, but we leave the tags on everything because so many of our guests have been getting hand-me-downs their entire lives. And so everything's brand new. And the people in Champaign County have been so generous to donate all of these items. We have a nice toiletry bag filled with all the things people need.
Mm-hmm.
Shaving cream, lotion,
Toothpaste.
chapstick, all that stuff.
Right.
Toothpaste.
Mm-hmm.
Our list of items is on our website,
Okay.
dailybreadsoupkitchen.com. People are knocking on our back door at the Soup Kitchen, 116 North 1st Street, right across from the Champaign Police Department.
Mm-hmm.
They're knocking on the door, they're handing us bags of stuff, and what we really, really need, we're filling these knapsacks like crazy. Our goal is 800 knapsacks. When I left yesterday, we probably have about somewhere over 300.
Okay.
So we're almost halfway there.
Do I buy the knapsack too? Do I buy that too?
No, we've got the knapsack.
You got the knapsack. Okay, so you need me to go do an arm sweep somewhere like Dollar General or find the things. But you need warm women's gloves?
Women's gloves.
Why women's gloves?
Well, people tend to buy the men's gloves.
Big ones.
You see them at Menards. You see them wherever you walk in. The women's warm gloves, not the Dollar Tree.
How do I know what a warm glove is?
I know at
Costco.
TJ Maxx has a nice selection.
TJ
Go
Maxx,
to the right.
Walmart, Costco.
Mhm.
They're coming in from there.
Okay.
And so those are the items we're putting
What
in
would
the
a
knapsack.
warm pair of gloves cost? $20?
15, 20.
No, you can probably, really good shoppers are going to find some for $10
Okay.
and under.
Okay. And
so
so they're thicker, probably
they're
thicker. one?
thicker,
Okay.
they're warmer.
And what size? Like medium, women's medium, or
Women's,
large?
small, medium,
All over
large,
the
whatever
place.
you find.
Women's.
Women's.
Okay.
We're putting nice warm socks. We've got Bomba socks.
Oh,
People
yes.
see those
Yeah, warm.
ads
Yeah.
that they donate
Yes.
a pair of socks for every pair that someone buys.
Mhm.
So we get donated socks.
Wonderful.
But then we go out and we buy really, really warm socks
Yeah.
too. So
Nice.
people are getting some candy, some snacks. For many of our guests, this will be their Christmas present. Last year, we had a gentleman who came to the door and said, "Don't give me one for a man. Please give me one for a lady. That's my present for my wife." He got one for his wife and he got one for himself.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, what about people who just know you're doing this giveaway and show up and they're not regular clients of the Daily Bread Soup Kitchen?
That's fine.
Okay.
Regular, irregular, we'll take anybody who needs something.
Okay.
That's what we're all about.
Okay.
That's why we're feeding people. And at Christmas time, oh boy, it's better to give than to receive.
I was thinking you didn't necessarily have a giveaway day to kind of prevent that.
We have a giveaway day.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you what
Okay.
it is. And simply because when we open that door and say, "Merry Christmas," and start handing out the knapsacks, the people who we serve will be the ones who will be there.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
250 around each day? Or is it more now?
How many meals are we
Yeah.
serving? Oh my goodness. An average of 400 meals a day.
That
400.
many. And we all know because of the SNAP and everything else that happened at the beginning of November when the government was shut down, that was really a reality check for our community on how many people are receiving, quote unquote, food stamps.
You are absolutely right about that. And we were poised and ready to see what would happen with our numbers. And they were beginning to go up. But something happened yesterday, which I'm really excited about. When COVID came, we had to close the dining room, but we never stopped passing out meals. So we got into this clamshell mode. We put that nice, hot, nutritious meal in a takeaway box, and people got used to getting that service. Well, then when the dining room reopened, people were so used to the clamshells, less people came in to sit down and eat. And I was not thrilled about that because I love to see people kind of...
We're not supposed to be isolated. We need fellowship, right? I mean,
exactly right. And Daily Bread Soup Kitchen really is a community.
Yeah.
There's more going on there than food and knapsacks. It's just seeing people where they're at.
But you are passionate, Karen Pickard. Why?
Because I'm a mom and I'm a grandma, and I can't stand the fact that anybody would be hungry. And so that's why I do it.
Wonderful. Well, it's a great thing you do, and you'll never know all the people you touched. That's just one of those deals. You don't know the ripples, but they're large.
I've been touched.
Yeah.
Every day, every Tuesday, I walk into that soup kitchen. You know, everybody has a story. You've got one. I've got one. You've got one, Diane. But all of our guests have stories too, and I don't necessarily know them, but I just get to see them take a load off and relax.
I wonder what it would
Are
take.
people grateful? Oh my goodness. God bless you, they say.
Okay.
Thank you, Jesus, for being here. Lots and lots
And
of
you
thank
never
yous.
know. And some people might be having a bad day and skip that part. But,
your friend just did the weather report. I think I'd be having a bad day if I didn't sleep inside the night before.
Man, it's just crazy.
However, not all of our guests are homeless. I want you to know that. They're working people who are trying to stretch their dollar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'd like to see it close down. I'd like to not be anybody in need like that. Right?
Well, that would be a lovely thing.
Yeah, I understand. But it's hard not to feel. So you can help if you want to put a knapsack together.
Yep.
And go buy
taking donations off First and University.
And all the toiletries and things you can't miss on what you could use. Right?
That's right. They're all on the website. It's shampoo, it's conditioner, it's razors, it's shaving cream, it's chapstick.
Yeah.
It's all those things that take the edge off the cold weather.
And I'm going on First Street across from the police station, go back door and just say, here's my box of stuff.
That's right.
Thank you. We want new.
And if you want to mail a check, Daily Bread Soup Kitchen, P.O. Box 648, Champaign, Illinois, 61824.
You're kind of a big deal. You're a hero. What you do, the way you give. Diane Ducey gives. You give.
I just, I receive more when I give.
Well, may I thank you for giving me the time to come on.
I do nothing. I'm a conduit. That's all I am. I'm just happy to help you. Thank you for being such a great eighth grade teacher, my wife, Jan.
Absolutely.
Kind of a superstar.
Yes.
And you were probably 11 when you started that job, right? Anyway, Karen, thank you. Thank you.
DailyBreadSoupKitchen.com.
From trimming the tree to shopping for that perfect gift, the holidays are busy. In all the running around, Busey reminds you to be conscientious of spending. Busey shares 7 holiday spending tips to keep your wallet as fat and happy as the jolly old man himself. Make a list, check it twice. Look for bargains, like those gloves you're going to buy for the women. Mm-hmm. Find good deals.
Absolutely.
Stick to your list. Factor in other expenses. Review receipts from last year. Save receipts this year. Be cautious with your credit. The bill's coming in January. Busey committed to helping you handle your hard-earned money responsibly while enjoying the holidays. Challenge yourself to be both meaningful and impactful with gifts. Remember, your time may be the most meaningful present they receive. Busey, dedicated to providing support and resources this holiday season, whether it's budgeting or planning your financial resolutions. Visit any Busey location, 800-67-BUSEY, or visit Busey.com today. Might add that Friday's our deadline for the knapsacks.
Yes, it is.
For the Daily Bread Soup Kitchen. This is only Tuesday. Get out maybe today. Don't worry about whatever snow Greg
Today's
has planned.
Wednesday the 10th.
Yeah, or whatever.
All good.
Is today Wednesday?
It is.
So get your stuff today, and then you don't have to mess with the snow tomorrow night. Okay.
What a great game yesterday. Illinois wins 88-80 over Ohio State.
Got some Brad Underwood clips. We'll play those coming up here in just a few moments from post-game. And Brad was matter-of-fact about a lot, but he said it is gold. Anytime you can go out and win on the road. We have a couple of freshmen, this Keaton Wagler and this David Markovich. They were 7 out of 10 from 3, our freshmen.
Yep. Top two scorers last night,
Pretty darn
respectively.
good
Awesome.
stuff. Check your weather. Our meteorologist Greg Soye. We got to just give you the facts, ma'am. Here you go at 8:19. Snow is on the way.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, and vicinity. Overnight rainfall shifting to the east and south. Wind-blown scattered showers of snow and rain mixed this morning and back in a lesser degree this afternoon. No accumulation. Nice mild start to the day, but temperatures falling through the 30s as the day wears on. Those west winds pick up 20 to 30, gusts 35 to 40 miles per hour. Colder tonight, maybe a snow shower in spots this evening. Diminishing wind on the overnight down to 21. Tomorrow, a few snow flurries early on. A snow shower or two in spots late in the day, the high near 28. Separate weather system brings some accumulating snow tomorrow night at 2 to as much as 5 inches, low down to 25. Flurries early in the day on Friday. Clouds stick around with a high near 30. Sharply colder weather for the weekend. Some snow showers on Saturday. Temperatures in the teens. Highs on Sunday, not much at 10 above. 21 on Monday will be down to around 5 to 7 below both Sunday and Monday morning. High temperatures back up into the lower 30s next Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
I'm Jerry Willis, and this is the Fox Business Report. Another delayed report has been released. The Employment Cost Index for the summer quarter rose less than expected, 0.8% and 3.5% for the year ending in the summer. It's a sign that employees have been seeing raises, but wage increases moderated in recent months. The Federal Reserve is expected to lower interest rates by 0.25% today at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Investors are waiting to see if the cut comes with no commitment for future cuts or even a hawkish suggestion that more cuts are not coming. Aegon, the parent company of insurance giant Transamerica, will move from the Netherlands to the U.S. and will rename itself Transamerica. Aegon says it'll take 2 years to transfer operations. Its shares will remain listed in the U.S. and Europe. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Coselda. Invested in you.
Every hour of every day, Fox News Radio is there with the latest breaking news and information you rely on.
This is a Fox News Alert.
I'm Lisa Brady.
I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
With Fox News correspondents around the globe.
At the White House, Simon Owen in London.
On Capitol Hill, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
The news that matters most to you. The top headlines, all in one place. Listen and follow the Fox News Hourly Update at foxnewspodcasts.com or ask your smart speaker to play Fox News.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Want unbeatable prices on your next furniture purchase, but also seeking that local hometown feel? Look no further than Kelsey Furniture in Tuscola. Customers rave about their friendly, established staff, as well as their great selection, amazing prices, and second-to-none delivery service. They're a third-generation local business, and they've always got your best interests at heart. Find the look you love for less. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday, but always available online at kelseyfurniture.com. That's kelseyfurniture.com.
At the UPS Store, we have everything to help small business owners be unstoppable. So if you need mailbox services, we'll be the mailbox store.
What if my business isn't brick and mortar?
Easy. With our mailbox services, you'll get a real street address instead of a P.O. box.
What if I give you a big bear hug for making my day?
Then get in here, buddy.
The UPS Store can help small business owners be unstoppable with our mailbox services. We'll hold your mail and packages in a safe location. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. The UPS Store locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
Actually, I called a provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians, I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
Hi, this is Les Hovland with Philo Exchange Bank. At our banks, we know the hearts of our communities beat with the rhythm of agriculture. ag lending continues to be something we've excelled at for over 140 years. To you, the farmer, your business has been built on trusted relationships. When it comes to your banking relationship, we want to be your trusted partner.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, ESPN 93.5. Thanks to Karen Pickard for coming by.
Yeah, and thanks to Philo Exchange Bank. Their commercial just hit, and they had a great Santa breakfast that yielded a lot of toy donations that are going to some of the people who are giving this holiday season to struggling families. It's terrific.
Yep, it is. Lots happening. There's all kinds of things happening here and there, and just for your planning, since Diane briefed me that today is Wednesday, tomorrow is expected snow tomorrow night, 2 to 5. 2 to 5 inches. And then the good news is it's not like, I just remember the year was I don't remember the year, 90s. And it was, get this now, minus 28 for 7 straight days. It was minus 80 wind chill for 7 straight days. So the minus 5 on Sunday morning, then 20, and then 30, and then 40, we can deal with that.
Yep.
But we haven't had one of those minus, and I walked to work down the middle of Windsor with my briefcase, and the only thing showing were my eyes, and it was about, I don't know, half mile away.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a 1978 Mercedes with diesel. And that wasn't going to work in minus 28.
You're right.
Kind of gels up.
Yep.
So it's been, we've had, if you're old enough, you remember we've had some winters now.
Yes, we have.
And the last 5 or 10 have been pretty dang good from my point of view.
Right. We have a fireplace in our living room, and I can remember cooking some, ham and beans on the fire.
Man.
And gathering around with our sleeping bags and all sleeping in the same room. It was like a Girl Scout cookout.
Yeah, it's a fun Girl Scout cookout.
My mom was a Girl Scout leader back in the day, so we were prepared.
Well, back in 1967, they had the Great Ice Storm. And we bailed and went to Urbana and stayed at Lincoln Square.
Uh-huh.
And it was, for a kid, it was really fun, but it was out of power for a week or so? Right. Nobody's old enough to remember that. I was just a kid, but it was just nasty.
But it was so fun to play on the whale.
I played on the whale.
Bear on the other end.
Yeah, is that still a Crystal Lake in Urbana?
I don't know.
Where'd the whale go? Yeah, played all over that.
The little towny talk.
Yeah, there's little McBride's. Anybody remember there's a drugstore?
Right.
And I used to go buy those amazing caramels.
My sister-in-law, Michelle, had a relative that worked there.
Okay, then.
And was a pharmacist, I believe.
Yeah, so you have to be a certain age.
All good.
But anyway, so we had, kind of a stunner at the Illinois Northwestern game from the standpoint of snowfall, most ever for an Illinois football game.
Yep.
And so that's kind of still hanging around, although a lot of it's gone.
Yeah.
Not the big piles where the plows did, but that'll take a while. But now we're into winter. This is December 10, and I break it down from December, January, and then short February, then March Madness.
Yes.
I get through it pretty good that way.
I like that timeline.
And February's so nice and short. February, you remember the ice storm, 1990. The ice storm where ice was actually coming up my pant walking into Illinois basketball. I played Northwestern that night, and it was the ice storm. And then for a week, I was on the radio as a conduit for people calling, saying I'm out of power. But they had transistor radios, if anybody remembers those. Little battery-operated things.
Yep.
And they'd call and say, hey, does anybody know? And we just exchange information for
Sure.
4 hours a day.
That's right.
All they would, phone calls, and that's what we did. And it probably still would happen to some extent because your phone can't really.
I know.
And it's not
what
accurate
if
information.
the internet goes out? I mean, you've got your transistor radio.
Well, I don't know. How many people have a transmitter
I mean,
radio?
I pick them up all the time at garage sales.
Yeah,
if
but
I
do
see
you
'em.
have batteries for them?
I do.
Okay.
But I'm married to a type A kind of tech
Okay.
guy,
All right.
Mike Anderson. So
So
we're
he'll
good.
set the clocks too. But no, if you have a transistor with batteries, then you will never be out of touch.
Right.
You could at least hear stuff, but otherwise, if you do lose your internet, can you imagine surviving without your internet right now? I think not.
Well, and it's funny when you see kind of apocalyptic type movies and things like that, and the radio really is could be the saving grace of the whole thing, but so many of them were in autopilot.
Yeah, and remember ham radio.
Yes.
There's some hammers out there.
I know, and my husband Mike is one.
Okay.
And they're having.
You have to get like a license.
I know you do.
You have to take a test.
And Morse code, I think, was
Wow.
part of that, and great information. But will we ever need that?
I don't know.
I don't
think it's a bad idea to have something.
Survivor kind of guy. It's a good idea.
If something happens, it's going to disrupt your life. You won't believe it's happening, and then what do you do?
Yeah.
After you get through your disbelief, you got to have. That's why the survival stuff is
That's
all.
right.
You can buy that, and all. My food will last 45 years. It's just, and then the problem.
Some kind of crawl space for everybody to be huddled.
But if you're in that kind of time, it's not going to be the fact your food's fresh. It's going to be somebody's going to come take it.
Right.
Because that's, and then of course everybody has a Ford card now. So.
And do you have the can opener for all these canned goods?
Yeah. Well, you're thinking about all of it. We're going to break for the news, then I'll get to all the Brad Underwood from last night. Illinois wins 88-80. Anytime you win anywhere, it's great. We were better than Ohio State. It was evident, but doesn't mean you win. So we'll talk about that next. ESPN 93.5.
Oh boy, I don't want to check my mail. Please no mail today. Please no.
What's the problem?
Oh, hey, Paul Reekin from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Why are you afraid of your mailbox?
There's going to be a notification in there to extend the manufacturer's warranty on my refrigerator.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right. My 1-year manufacturer warranty is almost up and I'm so nervous. Oh boy. They're going to want hundreds of dollars to extend my protection just 2 more years.
In most cases, manufacturers want around $300 to extend your protection past the first year unless...
Unless what, Paul?
Unless you buy your appliance from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. We give you 10 years of extended protection for free.
Do I have to wait 3 weeks to see a technician if something goes wrong?
Not at all. Dick Van Dyke Appliance World has next day service from our top-rated, award-winning service technicians.
The best service for free? Nothing to be afraid of in my mailbox a year later?
Not regarding your appliances. You paid your taxes last year, right?
Oh gosh, gee willy wickers. You think anyone would notice that?
Wow.
Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole story.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. President Trump hits the trail with his affordability push in Pennsylvania.
Democrats talking about affordability is like Bonnie and Clyde preaching about public safety.
Telling a raucous Poconos crowd why the Democrats' affordability push is a hoax.
They caused the high prices and we're bringing them down. It's a simple message.
Twin brothers busted threatening ICE.
A pair of New Jersey teens were arrested outside Atlantic City after they allegedly threatened Department of Homeland Security Kristi Noem's top deputy and pledged to shoot ICE on site. DHS officials said Ricardo and Emilio Roman Flores, both American citizens, were detained after allegedly writing on social media they wanted to torture and kill DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. The Senate tries again to make Obamacare affordable or scrap it for health savings accounts. Votes tomorrow. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Urbana City Council naming an interim fire chief. Council voted to appoint Deputy Chief Tal Pendergrass to the role until June 5th of next year. His appointment comes after former Urbana Fire Chief Damon Dade resigned in October. New report shows Illinois narrowing the gender wage gap in the state. University of Illinois Project for Middle Class Renewal report finds women earn about 91 to 93 cents for every dollar earned by men in comparable roles, with the smallest gaps appearing in professional and managerial positions. Gender gaps have narrowed modestly in mid and high wage occupations. City of Champaign is offering free parking at its Hill Street parking deck during the holidays. Initiative began Monday. It'll continue through December 31st. Drivers who stay longer than 2 hours will automatically receive a 2-hour discount on their parking fee. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Overnight rainfall shifting to the east and south. Wind-blown scattered showers of snow and rain mixed this morning and back in a lesser degree this afternoon. No accumulation. Nice mild start to the day, but temperatures falling through the 30s as the day wears on. Those west winds pick up 20 to 30, gusts 35 to 40 miles per hour. Colder tonight, maybe a snow shower in spots this evening, diminishing wind on the overnight down to 21. Tomorrow, a few snow flurries early on. A snow shower or two in spots late in the day, the high near 28. Separate weather system brings some accumulating snow tomorrow night at 2 to as much as 5 inches, low down to 25. Flurries early in the day on Friday. Clouds stick around with a high near 30. Sharply colder weather for the weekend. Some snow showers on Saturday. Temperatures in the teens. Highs on Sunday, not much at 10 above. 21 on Monday will be down to around 5 to 7 below both Sunday and Monday morning. High temperatures back up into the lower 30s next Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. There's no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help you improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
With the holiday season upon us, we at Gale Frericks Trucking would like to take time out to express our appreciation and heartfelt thanks to our drivers and support staff. We take pride in making family and safety the top priorities at GFT. This is Operations Manager Donna Onstadt, inviting all Class A CDL holders in Central Indiana and Illinois to join our family so you can provide for and spend more time with your family. We offer paid holidays and vacations, home time every weekend and holiday, the industry's top pay package, safety and operations bonuses, rider program, insurance, and more. Call 765-793-7131 or email timo@gftlog.com to join the GFT family and get pay and quality home time you can count on. 765-793-7131.
So, Brad Underwood, after the game, we beat Ohio State in Columbus. The final 88-80.
That we were able to fend off today. It was. I'm proud of our guys coming off a very emotional game after a very hard week of practice before the Tennessee game, and being on the road there, and then having to turn right back around and come to Ohio State, who's 9-1 or whatever they are, but. Jake's doing an incredible job. This team's very, very efficient offensively. We had to withstand a really, really good player having a half. And, it's amazing. We spent a ton of time talking about Bruce and not letting him get going, and he got going. And there wasn't a whole lot we could do about it. Some of those shots were very deep. But I thought Andrei Stojakovic's job defensively, everybody's going to look at his points. I thought the job defensively he did on him maybe shocked his central nervous system a little bit. He just gave him a different look in the second half. And Kylan Boswell's offensive rebound, we've been harping about him rebounding the ball better because he's so good at it and he's so powerful and athletic. But his offensive rebound late was huge. And, there's probably not enough adjectives to say and talk about how good our freshmen were in their first true Big Ten road game. So both those guys were great.
You had Keaton Wagler and David Merkovich.
Yes.
And so then the reporters got their chance.
Pretty much every which way about Keaton. But how do you put in perspective what this start of his career has been for him?
Good. Just good. I'm not going to put an expectation on him. I'm not going to put a ceiling on him. He's not afraid of the moment. He's a really, really good basketball player, and when you get really good basketball players, you enjoy them. He's very coachable. He wants to continue to learn and be educated and grow. And I think it speaks volumes. I didn't take him out in the second half of his stamina and his strength, but pretty terrific.
Well, I mean, it's he's a freshman, okay? We had two NBA guys, top 20 picks last year, Will Riley and Yaka Jonas, and they made some freshman stuff.
Yeah.
They were great. This kid, so far, you're like, okay, he's a starter. He's kind of my star right now. Yeah, I'm sure the Big Ten will adjust something and double him or something, get the ball out of his hands, but he has been really, really, really good.
Well, It was
Coach
interesting.
29 made free throws. What do you make of that? Did you see an opportunity to force the action, draw fouls, get to the line?
Yeah, absolutely. They quit playing in coverage and in ball screen coverage and just went to switching. And that's, I think, one of the things that, and we did a nice job of it in the Tennessee game, was matchup hunting, and it's what we do. It's our ability to be able to drive those. Andre Stojakovic got downhill. Merck causes some problems there, and when you switch a big on us, we got forced Tilly and buying them into some foul problems because of that. And so, otherwise we're going to post little ones. We posted Kylan, we posted Keaton tonight. So it's just one of the things we're having some success with, and we fortunately stepped to the line and made 29 of them.
No kidding, 29 out of 32.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying something before I interrupted
Well,
you?
Bruce Thornton,
Yeah.
I was going to comment on him. I was just reading how, he's kind of stocky, 6'2", 215, but his dad was a NFL player back in the day and played 4 seasons in the NFL.
Pretty good.
Really. So, but it was interesting to see that Andre Stojakovic was then assigned to him.
Yeah, second
because
half.
I think Kylan Boswell got into 3 fouls or something like that.
I think it was more of a matchup. I mean, Kylan and Bruce Thornton about the same muscle. So Bruce could kind of shove him, and Kylan could kind of shove him.
Yeah.
So they put a 6'7" guy on the 6'2" guy.
Right.
And it just made it uncomfortable. So he only scored 10, meaning his total was 34 for the game.
Uh-huh.
Still not a bad game. He's good.
Coach, just wanted to get your thoughts on just your team being able to play like Ohio State's pace tonight and just kind of beat them at their own game.
Yeah, I mean, we want to run with anybody. We want to take the opportunities when they're there. It makes it look like the defense wasn't great, but I thought there was some pretty doggone good shot making by both teams. And I thought that some of the shots Bruce hit, I thought it was nice. We did a nice job on Royal. Him going 1 of 6, shooting 44% coming in. Obviously, Mobley's a guy that takes 6 threes a game and shooting it at a very high clip. But 1 of 10 the second half, I thought we did a nice job there, and that allows us to get out and run. And we want to take those opportunities. And there's a reason Stojakovic got going in transition, because he's pretty electric in there.
No, Andre. Yeah, he's a high level, all conference kind of a player.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's just real good, and has great skill. Now we have to continue this little bit of flow that we've got, and we got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, how many years we go along and something happens?
Yep, you're right.
So if we can stay healthy, the upside on this team is high. It really, really is. Now, again, ultimately, it's going to come down to a turnover and making free throws and hitting a 3. I mean, look at the halftime. What were we at half? 7 out of 14? We were shooting 50% from 3, 7 out of 14 with a good number. And then the second half we came out, and we got up like 8 or 10, and then in a blink it was tied. I mean, they ran all the way back on us, and then we spread it out again. Mm-hmm. And again, you watch when you don't care. Watch a better team play a team that's not as good. It'll be like 4 points, and then it's 2 points with 2 minutes left, and the better team generally wins because they're a better team. We have a lot of tools. We have a lot of inside, and I'm not a big fan of 35, 43s. I like the 20-ish, 25, 27. I think we've been shooting at a clip of 11 for 27 last night. From 3-point, that's really good. 2 games in a row with 11 threes. It'll be hard to beat if we do that. We won the rebounding.
Yep.
Only had 9
we
turnovers.
Were good on the free throw line, too.
29 out of 32?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's fantastic.
Go Illini.
8:42, one more from Brad Underwood after the game last night in Columbus, Ohio.
What did you see maybe Dre do to shock Bruce's nervous system a little bit?
Just being 6'7" in size, and he picked him up full court, and nothing was easy. He got over ball screens. He ran him off the line. It's a little harder, a little more difficult to jump over the top of him. Bruce isn't the tallest guy in the world. He uses physical strength where he could do that a little bit with Kylan. They're built very similar, but it's just a different. Picked him up full and made him work. Made him have a different look than he saw in the first half.
Yeah, first half he was unconscious. Just okay, good shot. It's like you can't do that. Made 6 in a row or something. 6 out of 7. Mm-hmm. That's why he had 24 points at half. So anyway, glad we won, survived. Now Nebraska comes in 3 o'clock on Peacock.
Yes.
And that's a lot of times folks don't have Peacock, but if you
I know it. I went into a couple of establishments yesterday thinking, okay, since I don't have it, let's see if this restaurant does or something like
and
that.
they didn't.
They did not.
Yeah. Peacock has got. This will be the last Illinois Peacock game.
Okay.
And the rest of the year, like Michigan State, they rotate.
Yeah, I heard some chiming in on social media, people frustrated with all that.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't. I mean, I missed the end of the game because the internet or something weird. I have problems with Peacock, and I don't know why. Because if you have problems with something like that, you'd have problems with something else. Right? And we don't. So I don't get it.
Okay.
Anyway, we won the ball game, and everybody's happy, 8:45.
Yes.
All right, one more thing. Brett Bielema. He was asked, what do you know about this Tennessee Volunteer football team? Have you seen them?
Have you been able to watch any of Tennessee this year? Do you know anything about their offense? Or
Yeah, I snuck a peek in there last week. Wednesday and Thursday, I did a little Tennessee recon. Just very impressed with offensively. Just always been. Josh is just incredibly gifted play caller, and what they do offensively. Obviously, their quarterback is put up some ridiculous numbers. Have a couple of receivers. Have a running back that's run for close to 1,000. Defensively, they've a year ago were statistically one of the best in the country. I know things fell off a little this year statistically, but a very opportunistic group. I think special teams is always going to be a challenge in the bowl games, right? So, like, I literally will start a file now as you watch all these games unfold, just kind of how things are won and lost in these moments, right? Because, guys go through a natural break here, and sometimes these bowl games kind of have things similar to the beginning of the year where people just kind of forget about how you lose football games. We got to keep that in mind.
Thinking temperature, Nashville? Going to be 40 or 50, something like that. Probably a lot more moderate.
Should be
5
for
hours
December 30th.
Yep. All right, 846. We'll check Greg's weather before we leave, and we've got news about that. It looks like 2 to 5 inches is what meteorologist Greg Solier says for tomorrow night into Friday, and then -5 Sunday morning. But the good news, Monday's 20 and Tuesday's 30. So it's not like a long stretch of Arctic air, just a itty-bitty one, so that's not bad. 846.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home basketball game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to State Farm Center. Stop by Jets Pizza at Neal and Green Street or Round Barn off Springfield and Mattis for their delicious Detroit-style pizza. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets from Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Stevie J here. With Nate Evans of eXp Realty, you'll always get a stress-free sale for the most money.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to theNateEvansGroup.com.
Are you tired of shivering in the winter? Look no further than your local heroes at ABC Heating and Air Conditioning. Hi, this is Gina inviting you to give us a call at 217-352-5400 to book your appointment to make sure your furnace is run safely and efficiently this winter. We've been proudly locally owned and operated and have been serving our community for over 50 years. ABC, always be comfortable. Call me 217-352-5400 to book your appointment today or go to abcheatingandac.com.
We should talk about the quality you get at Ashley Home Store.
Because we are the largest producer of furniture in North America, we have to produce at the highest standard. So quality checking everything, up to 300 pounds on all of our reclining furniture. I've been to the factory. I've seen how they do the quality testing, and it's pretty impressive. It's kind of furniture nerdy, but I think it's fun to see how they go above and beyond. So the highest quality steel, they make their own foam, they make their own mattresses. It's the most vertically integrated furniture company in the world. And our website is ashley.com.
This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home basketball game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to State Farm Center. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting.
Let's get some details now on some weather coming our way.
Okay, everyone, let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity. Overnight rainfall to the east and south, to the north and west, and spreading our way. Showers of scattered rain and snow. Temperatures expected to head up around 40 here for the next hour or two or three, and then falling back through the 30s. A couple of snow and mixed rain showers this afternoon in spots, but diminishing odds and temperatures again that'll be falling by the wayside. That west wind 20 to 35, gust 40 to 45 miles per hour through early this evening, diminishing on the overnight colder with a snow shower chance this evening 21. Tomorrow flurries early, a snow shower late in 28 with accumulating snow tomorrow night 2 to as much as 5 inches. Highest numbers as you venture just slightly north of Champaign. Temperatures down to about 25. Flurries early in the day on Friday. Clouds and highs near 30. Cold wave weather for the weekend as mentioned. Some snow showers Saturday. Quiet weather on Sunday. Temperatures stuck in the teens Saturday. Single digit readings on Sunday. We'll be down past 5 below both Sunday and Monday morning. Highs up to 21 on Monday. Near 30 next Tuesday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow in Champaign-Urbana today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Let your local Farmers Insurance agent Michael Rumsey put his experience to work for you. Michael Rumsey proudly serves Champaign County families and businesses and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Call Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030 to get smarter about your insurance. Again, that's Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Hi, it's Wes from Lands Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Our mission at Lands is to provide top-tier service, prioritize our customers with upfront pricing, and maintain exceptional communication. We assure you at Lands we will only recommend what you truly need, from regular maintenance on your home's mechanical systems with the Lands Comfort family to replacement of existing equipment. Right now, Lands is offering up to $1,500 off qualifying Trane heating and cooling systems, and combining it with utility companies' rebates and potential tax credits, now would be a great time to consider updating your HVAC system. Visit us at landsinc.com.
This is the Our Idea is Ready to Launch vision. This is the Create Great Jobs vision. This is the We Need More Space vision. This is Busey, where your business visions become realizations. Through securing capital for growth and comprehensive strategies that ensure a prosperous future. Because thriving businesses mean thriving people and thriving communities. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
All right, we've got just a minute left. Thank you for listening to The Drive this afternoon with Evan and Curtis between 3 and 6. You can hear the latest on the Fighting Illini victory last night and looking ahead to Nebraska, which is coming in undefeated now, and an opportunity to shock the world because the criticism of Nebraska is, well, they haven't had that tough a... I mean, it's true. It's not like what we've had to lose 2 games with the Texas Tech, Alabama, UConn, Tennessee game. Man, those are tough.
Yeah.
But that Brad Underwood wants that for later. In Nebraska's case, they're trying to build confidence, get a little roll. They got a good team.
Yeah.
So we better play well again. You got to play well every dang game, the Big Ten.
3 o'clock on Saturday if you're looking to try to win tickets. 217-359-2255. Text in Illini. Try to win from Jets Pizza, 2 locations in Champaign, and Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops.
And I think after we play Nebraska, we might be off a little bit because of finals.
You're right.
And then it's Mizzou.
Right. We got the bragging rights game,
so it's all
which is
there.
for the women today at 6.
Oh, earlier
in
then.
Columbia.
Okay. All right. All right, Diane Ducey, thank you.
Enjoy the day.
I am Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Meet you tomorrow on the radio, God willing. Have a great Wednesday.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
Attention drivers. When it comes to your car, trust matters. That's why savvy drivers choose PDR Automotive for top-notch service and unbeatable quality. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, their team of expert technicians has the skill and experience to keep your vehicle running smoothly. At PDR Automotive, customer satisfaction is their priority, and they won't rest until your car is back on the road performing at its best. Visit PDR Automotive in Urbana today, family-owned and operated for more than 50 years. They're what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Parents, inspire creativity in your child without screens. This holiday season, give your child the gift of adventure. Visit Slot and Wing Hobbies in Champaign. They offer an incredible range of RC cars, boats, planes, and trains. These hands-on hobbies ignite excitement and teach problem-solving skills while offering loads of fun. Watch their imagination soar with a new hobby. Slot and Wing Hobbies at 1040 West Bloomington Road, Champaign. Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home basketball game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to State Farm Center. Stop by Jets Pizza at Neal and Green Street or Round Barn off Springfield and Mattis for their delicious Detroit-style pizza. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets from Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Got a plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical, or sewer problem? Look no further than Fred's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric. Locally owned and trusted, Fred's team of professionals is ready to tackle projects both big and small. Why waste time and money on complicated DIY fixes? Fred's experienced team will get the job done right, saving you time, stress, and cash. And when it comes to sewer problems, make sure you call Fred's for a second opinion you can trust. At Fred's, they do it all. No project too big, no project too small. They do insulation, repairs, replacement, and maintenance, and they now offer service agreements. For For reliable service, professional expertise, and solutions that work, call Fred's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric today. 217-586-3863 or go to fredscu.com. You can always trust Fred's.
Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves about Ben Quattrone from Sarah Champagne.
What kind of friend has he been?
Unbelievable. Ever since I came to this dealership, me and Ben had interactions. He's been a great person this whole time. It still is. I always would recommend him to anybody about a car or anything. He's always going to be there for you no matter what. He always be behind you. He's just a great person.
Visit sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA champagne.com. The fastest lawnmowers Dixie Chopper dedicated diesel might have a couple left, not many.
There's not very many. They're going for awesome prices. If somebody wants to make an offer on one, we're more than happy to entertain it, and if it's in the ballpark, we'll get it worked out.
Wow, that's amazing. I know somebody heard us talking and went in last week or two and was excited because of the deal he got.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, and then they picked it up, I believe, last week, and everything is good. Andy, it was a little bit dirty. It was actually one of the low-hour trades that we had, and Andy would not let that thing go out dirty, so he made them wait a couple of days so he could get it cleaned up and washed up good.
Well, somebody got a deal. I know that. There are deals to be had at Dedicated Diesel, Dixie Chopper. How would they reach you on the driving side and anything about the Dixie Chopper? They call Andy, I think.
Yep, they can call Andy at 217-328-0562.
Have a good one. Tim Onstadt.
Tim Onstadt, Gale Ferrick Trucking, and Dedicated Diesel. You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.